I know, it's kind of comical.
On my Yamaha.
Yeah.
You're lucky I like you, man. I'm just telling you right now. You are so lucky I like you.
Yeah, big time CBR Yamaha guy.
Big time CBR slash Yamaha guy. Salem CBR coming to a town near you.
I know, right?
Do you like that? We're here with Dereck Turner and his dog Junior. And this guy.
And this guy?
Yeah, this guy's Dereck and this guy's also Dereck. This is Outer Shell.
Initially after I wrecked, I mean, I didn't understand what happened. I was so rattled that, you know, I had a video, you know, my GoPro facing me on there. The first time I watched it, you know, I mean, I could clearly see the rear tire of my bike break loose on me. I already knew way back that, you know, this is where I was going to make this happen. You know, this is where I was going to try for it. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen for sure or not, but this is where I was going to set up to make it. So I'd already visually seen that in my head. I was too far out to the left side of the track. Instead of visualizing it like I'm going to pass him like this, I visualized it passing him like this. Instead of just, you know, trying to take his mirrors off and passing him, I made the mistake of visualizing it like I was coming down the freeway, basically. I'm coming out wide
put your blinker
on the
on.
gas, and I put my blinker on and lost the back tire, and, you know, I mean...
Yeah, you get in the dirty zone, start to lose the rear.
Side by side, and, you know, that was, you know...
Man.
It was a mistake. I felt the rear tire come loose. I thought I had it for a minute, you know. And, you know, I rode it out. You know, I wasn't going to bail off of it. I flew off the bike from that still shot I took. I know that I was going feet first in the direction of travel.
Yeah.
And I know that I hit my leg first. That's how I grenaded my leg. And what ended up happening after that is I'm pretty sure I hit my feet and then came down, you know, kind of smacked the asphalt. But I came down like this and it popped my shoulders out. So I dislocated my shoulders at the same time right on impact. And I'm sliding like this, feet first, you know, down on my face. And then the way the track curves, you know, I mean, you run off the asphalt into the grass, and I kind of turned sideways and then started log rolling. And that's where I suffered a lot of shoulder damage, was because, you know, they were dislocated and I couldn't move them. So every time I'd roll, you know, it was, you know, like a...
They're just flopping like a rag doll.
Yeah, it was like a square tire going down the freeway, you know what I mean? I rolled easily over a dozen times. So when I came to a stop, I was, you know, on my face, face down, arms out in front of me. I got this sudden rush of pain in my leg, felt like it was bleeding inside my boot. I thought to myself, you know, I gotta look at my leg. I gotta look at my leg.
Yeah.
So I went to roll over, and I had no feeling in my arms. I couldn't move them. At that point, I realized I couldn't move. You know, I couldn't move my leg. I couldn't move my arms. You know, I was stuck laying face down. And heard the bikes go by, and then I thought, well, shit, you know, they're probably gonna think I'm dead because I ain't moving. You know, I mean, so I just started yelling as loud as I could and screaming in pain. Not too long after that, because it was, you know, I mean, it was excruciating pain. I made the mistake, and that's what I paid for it. So, you know, I wasn't in the throttle anymore than I ever am before, because there is no more throttle. You can't give it any more gas, you know. I mean,
that's full.
You know, it's full throttle. Bounce off the rev limiter a couple times, bang the shifter, you know. So when the ambulance finally got there, I say finally like they take forever.
I know, it was already there.
But like, you know, like,
yeah.
you know what I mean, though? Like, I mean, everything's so slow in your head at that point.
Right.
I mean, 3 minutes feels like 30. So the ambulance shows up, and Betty drives the Blinky truck and helps out with getting all the bikes. You know, she rolls me over and, oh my God, you know, were you conscious this whole time? And I said, yeah, and my wife's gonna be pissed. That was the first thing I said. And then it was a bunch of screaming after that.
Do you feel like their traction control should have picked that up?
Nothing's uncrashable. You know, if it's advertised or you feel it's uncrashable, then you are a jackass, because,
yeah,
you know, hey, your phone's not waterproof, it's water resistant. That means
right.
It resists it.
Yeah.
It still can crash. It's part of the risk, though. You know, I mean, if you're willing to learn and do all that, I mean, like I said, you could take it to wherever you wanted to take it. When you think about what happened after it had happened, it seems you could think about it, and the time lapse seems longer. I mean, I remember at one point I had taken a still shot. The front of my bike's out here, and I'm still holding on to the handlebar, but I'm clear. You know, look like Superman, you know?
Yeah.
Feet clear out behind me, you know, horizontal parallel with the ground.
I've got a great one myself when I was down on the track, which reminds me how bumpy the grass is there. It's not soft.
No.
But when I went down on the track, I did the same thing. I didn't want to let go of that bike. It was like I could still save it in my mind. Like I could still do something, but I'm just dangling.
You're there. You're already, you know,
sprawled out.
It's already game over.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's over.
Yep. You know, I just graduated too from being a novice racer, got my expert license, you know, so there's a little bit of a different stress. It does help if you got the right gear. Problem is it's a cost, you know, and for a lot of people that enjoy motorcycling, they can only afford so much. So when it comes to safety equipment, especially to get really good stuff, you know, you got to pay the cost. You know, what are you worth? And I don't know, I asked myself that question. I was going to get into racing. I knew it was a lot faster pace and the potential of me crashing was going to be higher. So, you know, I started looking around, and Comet Racing Leathers is what I ended up finding. This is my suit, by the way, actually, after the wreck. I mean, you just have to check them out. They offer all kinds of features, and the suit held up really well. I was pissed because they had to cut it off of me. I'm going to get another Comet suit. You know, the protection they offer on the elbow. I mean, you know, I went down.
A little scraped up now.
Yeah, it's scraped
a little
up.
shiny there.
You know, it looked probably more like this one over here.
Yeah, that one's got some scrapes too.
I mean, you can see, you know, how well it actually. I mean,
it's quality stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely. This one over here, I kind of just like completely lost the pad on this side. Honestly, if they didn't have to cut it off of me, I mean, here's some damage here on the leg. You know, and mind
that's probably about the worst hit any of this suit took is right there on the leg, right?
Yeah. If they didn't have to cut it off of me, I could have re-teched it and passed. It's got multiple layers of leather there. It's not just one little piece. It's a thick piece. So this is the back side. Here, you know, it held up good. Smeared my lettering a little bit. I mean, we gotta see what's for lunch here. I mean, look at that. I'm gonna have them have to put your name on that trophy, actually.
They should redo it.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to
say, hey, you spelled
that.
my name wrong.
Yeah. So you're at the track in a race, right? You go do a track day. What are you trying to do? What's your focus?
Riding.
This is why her name should be on this trophy, is because we go to the track and the whole team. They didn't have to worry about food. You might not think it's a big deal, but
It's a big deal.
oh, it is huge.
That's why even though Derek's not racing, I still plan on being there every race weekend for that. It would be dinner time and all they had was a freaking granola bar. I'm like, that's crap.
I was just saying.
Honestly, I almost think that shooting the pellet gun has really contributed a lot to my shoulders. You know, I mean, I got to reach clear up here, and
Yeah.
You know, it takes a bit of pressure to get that thing, you know, loaded up.
I say we put the pressure on you right away and try and have you shoot that blue balloon first try.
all right, we'll see what we got going here.
Oh, dang, nice shot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The bird activity around here has kind of died off.
Nice.
Bing.
Ooh. So realistically, 3 or 4 miles, aka 35 yards.
35 yards.
We'll see. So do you think you're going to get back into racing?
Well, Humpty Dumpty got put back together again.
That's true. So, and he was an egg, right?
All
so
the king's horses and all the king's men. You know, so yeah. I need a new bike. Even if it's got 30K on it, I don't care. You just give me one of them hand-me-down Graves bikes. I'll
got a lot
ride
of
it.
those sitting around. Just hand me one of those.
He's got an extra one sitting around, even from 2013. I'll ride it. You give me a Yamaha frame with a Honda motor in it, and I'll ride it.
I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. Who can